Welcome back to Jersey Matters. Longtime Democratic Congressman Bill Pascrell Jr. has been serving the 12th District of New Jersey, which is Bergen and Passaic counties, for over 2 decades. Last time he won re-election with 70% of the vote. But Republican Eric Fisher is trying to pull off what many would consider an impossible upset. Our Sherry Karabin fills us in on where the race is right now. Sherry.
Thank you, Larry. In New Jersey's 9th Congressional District, Democratic incumbent Congressman Bill Pascrell Jr. is running against Republican Eric Fisher. Pascrell has held the seat since 2013, while Fisher is a political newcomer who's taking a more grassroots approach to campaigning.
My name's Eric Fisher. I'm running for Congress.
Oh, good luck.
Thank you very much. I'm running as a Republican.
From a more traditional campaign method to formal appearances.
I didn't go to Washington to sit on my hands.
Yo no fui a Washington a sentarme sobre mis manos.
I went to Washington to cause trouble.
The differences between the Democratic and Republican candidates vying for New Jersey's 9th Congressional District are many. Incumbent Congressman Bill Pascrell Jr. has held various elected positions since the late 1980s, while Eric Fisher is a businessman new to the political arena.
It's a tough race, but we can't make it easy for people in office to stay there. We have to step up and run in order for our democracy to work.
Jersey Matters recently caught up with Pascrell during a campaign stop at a senior center in Passaic, where he told voters that if reelected, he would continue to fight to protect Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid.
The most important issue to me is constituent services. If you don't get that right, you don't get anything right. If you think that the whole world ends in Washington, you're doomed. Even if you succeed in the election, you're doomed. I went to Washington to make sure that I fulfilled my promises and commitments that I made.
In the case of Fisher, it's not his first campaign for office. The longtime Fort Lee resident ran on the Republican ticket for councilman and mayor of the borough, losing both elections. He says his focus in this election is on health care and the environment, arguing in favor of ideas that may surprise some, including a single-payer system and a bipartisan plan to combat global warming.
In my mind, it makes no sense to ignore it. Yes, it will be expensive to address these issues, but it'll be far more expensive if we don't. And even if we are not 100% certain that the problem is caused by carbon dioxide, we are certain enough that if we do nothing, we are absolutely fools.
On the issue of taxes, Pascrell, who sits on the Ways and Means Committee, opposed President Donald Trump's Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which he signed into law last year. He says the provision capping a resident's ability to deduct state and local taxes at $10,000 has been devastating to New Jersey.
That deduction went back to the Civil War. These people don't know what they're doing. They've never done their homework. So when you say tax cuts, who's going to say they don't want a tax cut? But if it blows a hole in the debt, and it is 85–90% of it goes to those people who are in the upper income, what are we talking about here?
While Fisher supports a tax structure that is business-friendly, he's offering a different type of proposal for individuals.
My views on tax policy would be, you want to make $100,000? We're not going to tax you more. You want to make $500,000? We're not going to tax you more. Make $1 million? Good, we're not going to tax you more. You must start making more than $1 million a year, we're going to start taxing you more. And if you start making more than $10 million a year, we should start taxing you a lot more.
Although it's impossible to predict the outcome of the November 6th election, Pascrell is optimistic that Democrats will see gains across the country. In the meantime, both candidates are encouraging residents to get to the polls. In Passaic, this is Sherry Karabin reporting for Jersey Matters.